The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, and we got a great one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Smith now to throw. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Smith. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Divisional Robinson, 47 yards. And the Falcons are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. First down throw for Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Robinson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Again, it'll be Robinson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Robinson, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
1st down, Prescott. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A give running right is Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Here's 3rd and a few inches. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Patterson's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field.
He's got him in, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A give left side to Robinson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Romeo Okwara working his way in and getting the tackle for loss.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was. So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 66 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Robinson with another carry. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Touchdown, Falcons. Gabriel Davis, 28 yards. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Coup for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Prescott now from the 50. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Prescott to throw it. That is caught. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Throwing, Prescott. This is caught. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before. Getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I? I can cross the T as well. That was excellent footwork to get in bounds and make a great catch.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on third and goal from the 1. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Brandon Cooks. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 83 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Now Geno. He'll get this one complete to Davis. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On first and 10, Smith. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! Gabriel Davis with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Prescott now. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8. They give the Chubb out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter, and the entire 4th remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Flush to his right. And that's complete to Cooks. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Prescott going to change the play. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here's Prescott. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Chubb. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Nick Chubb taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Oh, my goodness. I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
53. Check 59, cover.
Geno now to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. Well, that's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Robinson, he'll try the left side. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Smith. This one into the hands of Pitts. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 8. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Divisional Robinson, his second touchdown of the night. And the Falcons are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth-quarter lead. Koo now for the point after. And the lead is up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Well, that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand. Not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down. And they're going to speed things up here. Second down, Prescott. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Troy Anderson. And the Falcons will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd and 9. Throwing now is Geno. That's brought in downfield by London. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game.
You're in the second half. You've got the lead. You're looking at moving on to the conference championship. And he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Third down, here's Algier. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 4th down now after a loss of 2. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total.
It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Prescott looks to throw on first. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Now Prescott. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Brandon Cooks with his second touchdown of the night. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking,
Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. This now a 3rd and 4. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And his carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Lions will take over. Here's 1st and 10. Now Dak. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Prescott. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Falcons are moving on. Congratulations to them. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody.